Hello Scorpio, welcome to your monthly reading for August 2023. This is for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Scorpio. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, Scorpio, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So, Scorpio, this is a very interesting month. I want you to know that it's going to be a lot smoother than June and July. June and July were crazy. They were like, so many aspects were happening, a lot of big aspects, a lot of life-changing aspects, but also a lot of harsh aspects. August is very different. First, there's only about 15 major aspects that are happening, as opposed to the 30, 40 that were per month. So it's a little bit slower, okay? And the majority of these aspects are amazing, like chef's kiss, right? The other thing is, basically the entire solar system will be retrograde by the end of August. It's really, if you think about it, Venus is retrograde, Saturn is retrograde, Pluto is retrograde, Mercury will be going retrograde at the end of the month, August 23rd. Uranus will be going retrograde, and as you know, we have Venus retrograde. So it really is, and Neptune is retrograde. So it really is, I don't want you to think it's a bad thing. It's just, like I say, it can be like a window to the past that's, giving us this opportunity to realize our future and to think about our future and to really know what we want at this point moving forward. It also gives us a time to just catch our breath and really enjoy the rest of the summer. That's really what it is, okay? Remember, Venus is still in Leo, even after it goes direct. Venus is retrograde until September 3rd, 4th. It's still in Leo for the rest of the month. I mean, so I want you to have fun this summer. Now, Scorpio, the other thing that makes this month very interesting is that we have two full moons. We're kicking off August with a full moon in Aquarius. We're ending it with a full moon in Pisces. So, Scorpio, this is very interesting. This is absolutely interesting. The first full moon, I want you to go outside. It's a super moon. It's orbiting close to Earth. I want you to just go out there. I always feel like, looking at the moon is just so very inspiring. It's very mesmerizing, for me personally. Even here in Brooklyn, especially with full super moons, I can actually see them. I love them. I love, you get that moment to just really have clarity and to really think about, what's going on in your life. So take that opportunity. I did a video on the full moon in Aquarius and how it will affect your sign. It should be, members have access to it now, but I will be releasing it on Saturday. So look forward to that, because I go into a lot more detail into what you can expect. I do a spread for you for Scorpio. The full moon in Pisces at the end of the month, it's honestly going to be a little confusing that time, but we'll talk about that later. But it's, remember, Jupiter and Saturn are still very active, okay? Especially the first half of the month. Mars, your traditional ruler, by the way, is really active this month in a really good way. So there's a ton of trines with Mars, with Venus, with Jupiter. So it's actually a wonderful month. There is one date that we'll talk about later, but it's one date that it's just maybe a little bit challenging, but overall, I really love August. It's really just, chillaxing. I don't know if people say that word anymore, but if you are new to my channel, I do leave all the key astrological dates in the description box. And remember to, after I do your spread for the month, stick around, because I break it down week by week. And this is when I talk about what's going on every week. I haven't even mentioned the fact that we have a new moon in Leo. We have a new moon in Leo, okay? That's going to be on August 16th. Some of y'all are getting new jobs. Some of y'all are getting promoted. Some of y'all, there's a lot happening this month. All right, so Scorpio, let's go ahead and get to it. Let's see what's going on for you for the month of August 2023. 3. This is for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. If you know your birth chart, feel free to welcome for your Venus, your Moon, all those other placements. This may be a month you may want to because Venus is very active, and we have 2 full moons and a new moon. All right, so that said, Scorpio, let's go ahead. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you for August 2023. I finally said the word right. Scorpio, I gotta say, I do a traditional cult across spread. Really gives the best overview, in my opinion. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Scorpio, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I finally have the merchandise store up and running. Oh my goodness, that was the thing. That was the thing. And I want you to know, all the designs, I think you're going to love it. All the designs, they're actually based on your comments on, because I know a lot of y'all wanted certain things. So every sign, there's something for every sign. So there's a whole, like, stuff for only Scorpios in this store. So check it out after the spread, but you're good. You're good. I say that with absolute confidence, and I don't want you to doubt me, okay? I'm going to tell you why, all right? Let's go ahead and get started. Look at this. This is absolutely amazing. Hello, you just got the 8 of Wands, all right? So, look at what's happening. Oh, gosh, I'll show you later. You have the 8 of Wands, so things are moving fast. Things are going good for you. Things are going good for you. There were certain passions of yours, certain ideas of yours, some projects you've been working on. There are a lot of things, even career related. Remember, Wands, they also do represent enterprise, career, work, jobs. Like I said earlier, there's going to be moving toward that, especially with Venus and Leo. A lot of y'all may be reconsidering moments in career. There could be new partnerships that are being had right now. But hey, everything's aligning for you. Look at the Wands. They're in perfect alignment. You see, this is a card with no figure, no person, it's just 8 wands zipping through the air. This card is ruled by Sagittarius. Think of these wands as arrows, right? That is honestly, that's what arrows sound like. I know it probably doesn't, but this is really great. There's also, look at what's happening. You got the Page of Wands and the heart of your spread. So it's almost like, for a lot of Scorpios, this is going to resonate. Some of the things that you've been working on are starting to come to an end for this new thing to happen in your life, okay? Now, let me remind you, this is not a weekly reading. This is a monthly reading. This is huge. Page of Wands. I mean, come on. Pages ushering that new change, the new opportunities, new paths. I mean, pages are, the youngest, right? They're the young ones, but they're still in the royal court. They hold so much power, all right? Remember what I said about wands. Yeah. I mean, you're good. You're really good. You're really good. So basically something new is coming through into your life, something that you are very curious about, something that has piqued your interest, something that you are passionate about, something you are compelled by. Look how compelled he is by that one. Now, look at him standing in the middle of the desert, okay? And then it's a little weird, right? But I'm not going to lie. Look at the leaves sprouting from the wands. Now, this is a page who was so intensely focused on this wand. Remember, wands are invigorating. They're very lively. These leaves are going to sprout. So this page has the power to make all these wands, basically turn this desert landscape into this lush garden of his passions, his everything that he wants. Like, you're good. The beginning stages, something new, very transformative energy that's happening here. I mean, more power to you. This is amazing. This is amazing. It's also ascension level. It's almost like I mean, when I say you're good, you're good. This is like very transformative, okay? Your life is transforming. Now, you did get the star, but you got the star in your challenge area. So the star is a card of hopes and wishes and dreams. All, you know, the stars aligning for you. Interesting that it came up in your challenge area. Now, the star is ruled by Aquarius, okay, in tarot. Now, what's happening with Aquarius for Scorpios? Uh, First, we have that full moon in Aquarius, so there could be something around the again around August 1st. Remember, these aspects are just a point in time. That's where you feel the strongest energy. So it could be a few days before, a few days after, even weeks after. But that's in your fourth house, your family sector, your domestic sector, partners, like your partner, your children. There could be something that is, there's like a disconnect, okay? There's something that you could have really, it's almost like there's, you're gonna have, it's almost like some of y'all may feel like you have to make it, balance things out, okay? It's almost like you have to make some adjustments to make this new thing happen for you, and not in a bad way. I don't want you to think it's in a bad way, okay? The other thing is that some of y'all just may be feeling at this point that things are not happening for you. And remember, I said that that may be a thing from the beginning of the reading. It's because you have the moon in your crown. And so when the moon is in your crown, there's two things here. One, there's changes happening in your life in August, and you may be a little anxious about it. You may be fearful about what's coming next. You may be even thinking about, is this new thing that I'm interested in, that's happening in my life, that I'm moving forward toward, or this new thing, like new opportunity even, is it something that I'm going to regret? Like, you're stressing about it a little too much. Stress and fear is associated with the moon, okay? And if you ask me, that is a pretty full moon, all right? That is a pretty full moon. A lot of this may really, the fact that we're bookended by a full moon in Aquarius and a full moon in Pisces is really telling here, okay? Remember, I said this is a monthly reading, and you just got the moon in your crown. Now, with the star being ruled by Aquarius, with the moon being ruled by Pisces, and we have a full moon in Pisces at the end of the month, there could be, again, a sense of you a little nervous, a little anxious about your future, about moving forward, okay? But you got to get out of your head and just trust your intuition. I say it all the time, Scorpios. Y'all are so intuitive. Y'all are one among the most intuitive signs. So the moon, intuition, trust your intuition, okay? That's going to make all the difference. That's going to make all the difference. Don't go into that. Don't get in that headspace where you're doubting yourself, where you're doubting that things are, if things aren't happening for you right away. Like, this is a month where I just said, like, the entire solar system is taking a nap. So you're going to feel it. But again, use this time to actually think about your future in a positive way, right? Think about, like, well, I'm so excited for this to happen, and I can't wait for this to happen, and this is gonna make this part of my life so much better. So it's really like, you know, I always say it, we're all gifted free will. It's, you know, and you can choose to be, you know, stressed about these things, worry about these things. Scorpio, quiz test. When was the last time worrying about something or stressing about something did anything for you at all? Okay? Trust your intuition. That's, again, that's going to make all the difference, all right? Tap into your intuitive side. People are happier when they're more intuitive. People are, when they're more in tune, you make better decisions, sounder judgment. And we all have intuition. It is in us, right? It's just connecting with it, okay? Connecting with it, your pineal gland. Now, funny, you got the sun too. This is going to be a big month for you, okay? It's going to be a really big month for you. I want you to know that. You got... let me show you something here. Sequentially, you got the star, 17. You got the moon, 18. You got the sun, 19. Oh, maybe you can't see that. I'll hold it up for you. again, the star, the moon, the sun. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So the star actually comes after the tower. And so again, remember I said this is hope, this is faith, the stars aligning for you, a lot of healing energy here as well. Now, when you go through the fool's journey, right? The hero's journey, your journey, you're going to have to, you go through that point where you have to just trust your intuition as you move forward. There could be something that's just now at this point like, oh gosh, a little bit of distress, but then you have to go through this experience to get to the sun. Okay, you even see the two, you see the dog and the wolf, they're in this card because they represent evolution. You have to go through these emotional experiences to evolve, okay? And so because the moon did come up in your crown, a lot of it's just going to be up here. All right, so keep that in mind. This is the moons are really going to affect you. They're really going to affect you. I'm not going to lie. They're going to be a big thing because full moon in Aquarius in your 4th house, your domestic sector, full moon in Pisces, which we'll talk about later, all right, in your 5th house. Pleasure, fun, love, romance, creativity, self-expression, procreation even. And then remember, these full moons are a conclusion to things. So even with Venus retrograde, when you're reassessing things and all these planets retrograde, but with Venus retrograde, like letting some things go, but also we just came out of the nodal shifts, letting things go. Now we have 2 full moons, letting things go. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to surrender this month, okay? There's, again, there is going to some sort of surrender to have that balance, but this is definitely, it's going to be something psychological, something up here, okay? Even the subconscious, going really deep. Now, again, you have the sun, so this is a great sign, all right? It's the root of your spread. Think of like the sun just kind of powering your spread now, right? Shining all that light in your life. I absolutely love this for you. What's really interesting, again, remember, in the first half of August, the sun is in Leo, so it is in your 10th house, or could be a lot of attention within your career. 10th house is also public recognition. It's also fame. It's also honors and achievements. So even if you're not here for career, being recognized in some way that you're looking forward to, being recognized within your orbit, like this is, but you're good. In general, the sun is just very, I mean, it's opportunity, it's optimism, it's vitality, it's growth, it's this month it's all about breakthroughs, it's all about freedom, it's all about transformation, okay? So is a sense of freedom with the sun, okay? It's also what's really great about what's happening here is that it is in the root of your spread, so I want you to feel inspired, okay? This month, a lot of y'all will be, all right? A lot of y'all will be very inspired, but you just may have a moment where you're just like, ow. Now, in the future, this is why you're good. You're fine. This is why I'm saying, like, you have nothing to stress about. You have nothing to fear. And for some Scorpios, there may not be any fear or stress at all or anxiety at all. And if there is, it'll be that, like, good anxiety. Like, ooh, I can't wait. You know, like when you're, I don't know, when you go to your, like a Taylor Swift concert, and then the lights, the lights go out and you're that anxiety, like, oh my gosh, she's coming out on stage, like that kind of good anxiety, because you just got the 4 wands in your future. This is all about, this is the hurrah card. This is, you made it. There's something you're celebrating, all right? The huge achievement, okay? Huge achievement. Remember, there's a lot of activity in your 10th house of achievement, huge achievement. Think milestones, all right? So you are moving into this new area of your life. This is in your future, all right? The 4 of Wands. Absolutely, absolutely love that for you. Huge deal, by the way. Good for you. What's really amazing about this is that, and when I say milestones, think like new job, getting a promotion, getting a raise, getting a new client, getting also married, getting proposed to, having a baby, getting a new car. But just think of these like big milestone moments. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. So Good for you. Good for you. I'm very excited for you. It's also, again, what's gonna really resonate for a lot of y'all. It's just showing up in your spread. Is like, career is gonna be a big thing. Look at this, wands, 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 right across your cross. Okay, remember wands are a lot. There are a lot of career, job, work related activity. Now, the Four of Wands is actually attributed to Venus and Aries. And so Aries is your sixth house. Okay, so that is work related. And then you, again, the sun in Leo in your 10th house, career. I mean, there's so much here that's a lot with career, okay? A lot with career. But if you're not here for a career, it's still just what you're passionate about, what you're putting all your heart and soul into. I love this for you. I absolutely love this for you. You're good. Okay, Scorpio. Now, let's get to your stuff. Scorpio, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. You know I love y'all. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so Scorpio, you're good. Let's just get that clear, okay? Let's just get that clear right away. You're good, okay? Scorpio, you're good. Oh my gosh. Now, let's get started. You got the Five of Pentacles. This is, in the Tree of Life, a card of severity, okay? It really is a challenging card. It's a card where you can see two people outside. This is one of the darkest cards in tarot, okay? It's not physically dark because it's snowing, but the people here, the helpless people, are barefoot, and that's what makes it really dark. Is that it's not only dark, it's dark and cold. Now, where it falls in your spread. It's like if there is, and the star in your challenge area. So this card is like a sense of like something's holding me back. There's a feeling of loss that's happening, or there's a feeling helpless, but also just focusing on all your plight so much that you can't even see that there's literally a church outside. Okay, remember how I said everyone's been gifted free will. So what this is saying is that should this happen, you would be bringing it upon yourself. That's why I say do not get caught up in that energy. None of this is saying that this is going to happen to you. This is saying that the potential of you getting in your own way could be really big this month. All right, so when I say you're good, you need to trust me. If there are moments of anxiety or stress, or even like moments of having to face some of your fears, you're gonna have to do that. Okay, I've been saying it in your other readings. Like, the fear is like, are you going to let me, are you going to be afraid of me, or are you going to impress me? Okay. Now, fear is, look, the moon is in your crown. All right. We're talking about the subconscious here. And so think about the subconscious. That's where, all our memories are stored. Okay. Including fear, including anxiety, including stress, right? That's they all live there. So, again, there could be something so deeply rooted that you have to otherwise, you're just going to be focusing on you in like a way where it's just like almost like just focusing on low energy frequencies based on a lot of these changes that are happening in your life. And again, I do not want you to do that. I want you to look forward to the future. I want you to look forward to what's happening. Again, I feel it's just more like jittery, like something just so big and special is going to happen, or you're moving toward it, or you're feeling it, okay, or you're feeling it, and that's what's causing it. But I think that some Scorpios may be looking at worst case scenarios this month for some of this newness that's happening, and that might freak you out, so don't do it. All right, don't do it, because when I say you're good, you are good as fantastic is. All right, so not only did you get the Four of Wands, you got the Nine of Cups. This is a dramatic pause. I want you to let this sink in, okay? Scorpio, I want you to let this sink in. You just got the card. This is the card of wishes coming true, okay? This is the card of, look at the cups, okay? Cups, emotions, your emotions, feelings, intuition even, wonderment, because that is a word, all right? Aligned over his head. That's a lot of enlightenment. I call this the genie in a bottle card, the genie in a bottle energy. Look at him. He's sitting like a genie. This is the card of satisfaction. This is a card of wish coming true, coming with the Four of Wands. Not to mention the Page of Wands and the Heart of your spread coming after the Eight of Wands. Like, you're good. You're good. You have nothing to worry about. You're absolutely good. And then, hi, Scorpio. Hello. You just got your own card. Again, you listen. What's really interesting is that, here's the thing. I would say 99% of y'all are welcoming this change. You want this transformation. The Death card is a transformational process. That's all it is. Okay? Death is a point in time. All right? This is an auspicious card. You see the sun coming through out in the background. Remember, moving toward the sun. Okay? You got it twice here. Well, you got a lot of sunlight there too, but even still, this is a great card. Okay? And so look forward to these changes, this transformation, because here's the thing. If you're fearing it, it's going to be a lot harder to go through for you to really go through this transformational process. All right, I am going to point something out here. What time is it? I don't want to do another 3-hour reading for you. I love you so much, but okay, we got time. I'm going to point something out here. You see the king with his crown knocked off? You see the wisdom child? You see even the bishop here, okay? You see the bishop. Now, the king didn't accept the transformation. That's why his cross is knocked off. All right? That's why he's laying in the grass, okay? Let's get real. It's saying that these transformational processes happen for everyone, okay? Change is the only constant in this world, all right? That's a saying everybody knows. Greek philosopher Heraclitus. Now, the bishop is saying, I've accepted it. Okay? Let's do this. Let's do this, all right? And you know, even the wisdom child and down here, they're accepting it. And you know, some people say the bishop is like, no, and you know, the horse is going to run him over. But even still, what it's saying is that it's going to happen, and y'all want it to happen. And for some of y'all may be afraid of it to happen, okay? But just, you have to know that it's going to happen. And look at this. Your change is good. Your change is really good. So if you connect the dots here, whatever happens in August, know that it's the best thing for you, and you have a lot to celebrate. Again, in most Scorpios, it'll be like that, like, oh my gosh, I just got proposed to, what do I do? You know what I mean? Like that kind of like energy, and it's like big transformations happening for a lot of y'all. That's the bigger thing here, okay? Bigger thing, but there is like it's like, if I had one thing to tell you, it's like, if you're getting go in your head, don't do it in a way to like be afraid of things. Do it in a way to like face any fears, unroot that, and say, you know what, fear, get out of my way, move. Okay. Now you got temperance in your final outcome. So when I say you're good, like you're like good. Okay. I mean, I can't even. Temperance is all about enjoying the ride. All about enjoying the ride, knowing that there is this path that you are on and you are going to reach it. It doesn't matter how long it takes, okay? A lot of patience in this card, a lot of balance in this card too. The temperance, actually, this archangel, right, was known as the alchemist back in the day, right? A lot of alchemy at play. You even see the pouring of the water between the two cups. Now, listen, this is when we talk about alchemy, when we talk about the Archangel Michael here being the alchemist, really think about that, okay? This is in your final outcome. It's like you are going to find that balance that you need, all right, in your life. Maybe it's in your physical world, maybe it's mind, body, soul, all right? But what's happening here is like you will be in touch with your intuition in a big way. I love that. All right. So you even see, actually, you see the little mini sun on the forehead there, right on the pineal gland. You're good. You're absolutely good. I mean, you can't be any gooder than that. Okay. You can't be any gooder than that. So it really is like, one other thing I'm going to point out, just because you do have the moon in your crown, is, I talked about that balance energy. And if you want to think of balance in terms of duality, in terms of those polarities, you do see the two towers here. You see the foot in the water, foot on the land. So there is a lot of that balance, but also self-control. Temperance literally means self-restraint, right? So don't try to force anything. I don't think you're going to. Don't try to like force like your destiny. Don't try to just go. This is a month to just go with it, right? Like, you know how the kids dance these days? Like, just do like, I don't know, do a TikTok dance, all right? If you feel like things aren't happening fast enough for you, everything's going to be happening exactly the way you want it. You may be in your head a lot. If you're in your head, the best thing to do, and I'm being dead serious, make up a TikTok dance, okay? That'll take your mind off any of the fears, all right? And once you do, please send me the link because I want to see it. I'm actually on TikTok, the Tarot Ship. I'm on every platform, but yeah, you're good. You're good. You got an archangel in your final outcome. You're good. All right. So let's see what's going on for you every week. All right. So as I promised, I break it down week by week. I do this in addition to the weekly readings that I do. Now, remember that I said Mars is going to be very active this month, okay? Mars is in Virgo. That is in your 11th house of hopes and wishes. All right. So it's also your social network. So a lot of y'all could find a lot of activity happening within your social network. Mars in Virgo is very like Sherlock Holmes, like Mulder and Scully energy, okay? You're really going to put a lot of attention into your 11th house, your hopes and wishes, okay? A lot of attention there, a lot of intensity there, as well as groups you belong to, even your friends, friendship circles, okay? Your squad. Now, full moon in Aquarius kicking off this month on the same day Mars is trining Jupiter. How beautiful is that? If I wasn't holding the cards with both hands, I would give you like a chef's kiss, or you know what I mean? Like I would do all that for you. But Mars trining Jupiter, hey, again, that's your 11th house and your 7th house, partnerships and relationships. I mean, this is really great. This is honestly like, you could even have like, if you are single, a friend introduce you to like the one, right? And then on the 6th, the sun squares Jupiter. This is actually a great square. It's like I said, this is a breakthrough, huge breakthrough. This is amazing. I absolutely 1000% love this for you. Again, that's gonna resonate a lot with y'all for career, and yeah, and partnerships as well. So it could be like you have a breakthrough with a partner. Maybe you start your own law firm. Maybe you have the idea to do that. Maybe you start your own business with a partner. But there's a lot of possibilities this week, okay? Good ones. Now, let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the first week of August. You're good. You're whoa good, okay? You're whoa good. You just got the world. Yeah, you're good. You know you're here, right, Scorpio? You see the four fixed signs in the world? Where are you? There you are. You're the eagle there. Okay? It brings that stability. Now, remember how I talked about like the duality, the polarities, the masculine and the feminine? Where this is all through the fool's journey, the hero's journey, your journey, right? Now you've come to the end. The world is the end. Look at the dancing figure in the middle, holding two magician's batons. All right, we started off with the magician, right? But you see, I mean, this is achievement, right? We've come to the end. I mean, hurrah, right? It's your hurrah moment. Now, again, I'm going to show you the garland here, right? Shaped in a zero, referring to the fool, okay? Kicking off the fool's journey. I mean, you're about to embark on this brand new cycle in your life. Scorpio, I can't even, okay? I can't even. Even actually, this is the union of it all, the union of the polarities, of those dualities. This is the merging of, you know, the dancing figure is referred to Hermaphroditus, okay? The child of Hermes and Aphrodite, the merging of masculine and feminine. I mean, like, you're good. You're good. You've definitely learned a lot, and you're coming into this new. Remember the new beginning. You have the Page of Wands in the heart of your spread. All right, wow, you're amazing. Now, second week of August, we have Venus squaring Uranus. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. I actually don't think I've ever used that word in any of my readings, but that's lovely. Okay. It's almost like you're gonna tap into your authentic self around this time. Really big, like breakthrough, especially in terms of your passions, love, relationships. The same day, Mercury is trining Jupiter. That is a. I love this day. I love this day. I mean, you can't. You know what? I love this week. I love this week. Mercury trining Jupiter. This is a time where you may sign a contract. You may hear really good news. Just a few days later, the Sun is conjuncting Venus. This is a major Kazemi that we're happening. Again, this is. You're gonna feel this. You're gonna feel this. You're gonna feel this big time. You're gonna feel this big time. A lot of clarity. Okay, it's a moment of clarity. In matters of the heart, okay? Matters of the heart, love, relationships, but you also have to remember that Venus is in Leo, okay? So that is in your 10th house. So a lot of even career related stuff for a lot of y'all here, all right? So let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the second week of August. You got the Knight of Pentacles. Now, remember how I said Mars is in Virgo, and there's going to be a lot of activity in your hopes and wishes that are coming true. Okay? You're moving toward it. You remember me saying that? You're going to get Mulder and Scully on this, and even groups you belong to and whatnot, and your social network, but the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, okay? Now, this is, all the Knights are active. They're all taking action. This is the biggest field in tarot. This is, seeds being planted, reaping your rewards, no matter how long it takes, because you're good. You're really good. This is like long-term commitment energy. This is in it to win it energy. You're good. Coming after the world? Oh my goodness. Wow. And Pentacles are money and wealth, right? So when I say a lot of y'all are getting new jobs, a lot of y'all are getting new jobs. When I say y'all are going to get, and it's not, it could be like not even new jobs, but like promotions, raises, starting your own business, moving into a different industry, partnering up with someone to start a business, getting a new client. But that's, hey, hey, it's a big thing that's happening. It's a big thing that's happening. Now, again, if you're not here for a career, Pentacles are earthbound. So what have you invested in that you want to take for the long haul? You know, relationships, your passion projects. You're good. Now, the third week of August. Okay, so this is when we have that challenging aspect of the Sun squaring Uranus. I'm gonna obviously talk about this a lot more. Okay, in your this happening on the 15th in your weekly reading. This is just a day. You know, this is again a point in time. This is the strongest peak. You may feel it a few days before. You may feel it a few days after. It can be a little intense. And I'm not gonna lie, it really, you know, could have to do with relationships or partnerships. Okay, but here's the funny thing is that the day after we have that new moon in Leo, and Mars trining Uranus. So I've been saying in like the other signs, it's like a cartoon where it's like that double take that a cartoon character does, like what just happened? Like it's really interesting. Like this new moon in Leo, another thing I've been saying in the other signs. So remember, Uranus is still active, but at the same time, Pluto, your ruling planet, Mars, your traditional ruler, and Jupiter, which is in your 7th house of partnerships, they're kind of forming this brigade. And think of in a supportive way. And so think of like, so you're basically Beyonce right now, okay? Mars, Pluto, and Jupiter are your backup dancers. Like you have so much support around this new moon in Leo, and then Mars trining Uranus. Oh my goodness. Hello, that's amazing. And again, we'll talk about that more in the weeklies, but hey, new moons, new beginnings. So let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the third week of August. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is your best monthly reading of all time. You just got the Wheel of Fortune. How long do you want this dramatic pause for, too? Let me know. Talk to me, Scorpio. I'll keep quiet. I want you to really let this sink in. Okay? This is the card of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, divine intervention, the gods above looking down at you saying, oh, that's Scorpio. We really made them go through, you know, some ups and downs. Now we're going to give them this huge boost on their path to enlightenment, on their destiny, where it's like the gods above intervening to give you this huge boost of this is amazing. Okay, this card is actually ruled by Jupiter. This this is huge. Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, good luck, prosperity, expansion, belief. Jupiter, think about Jupiter, okay? Jupiter, the planet whose gravitational mass is so huge, it has protected our planet from meteors and asteroids for millions of years. Come on. That is luck, but also fate, all right? Also fate. This is a fated card. Like, also, it's a 10, okay? New beginning, all right? This is a game-changing card. 10, 1, 0 equals 1. New beginning. You already have the Page of Wands in the heart of your spread. I mean, like, come on. You pulling the Wheel of Fortune in the week of the, where are we? Sorry, right after the, the week of the new moon in Leo. Again, you're good. You pulled the only two cards, by the way, that have the 4 fixed signs, okay? again, you're here as well. Now, you can see in this one the four fixed and the four fixed signs. They're bringing that stability, right? Bringing that stability, moving into this new chapter in your life, because this is, starting something new, and then this is something new happening, like very promising, very auspicious, like groundbreaking almost. And they're all reading the Torah, the book of law, the book of wisdom. I mean, this is, you are just, I don't even know, you're good. You're good. Scorpio, you're good. Okay, you're good. You're literally like, this is your life is changing for the better. You're hitting a huge milestone. A lot of big changes happening in your life. Some of y'all are definitely going to be moving. Some of y'all are definitely going to be moving in with partners. Some of y'all are getting new jobs. Some of y'all are starting passion projects. Some of y'all are just, the things that you want are aligning for you. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's see the last week. Okay, last week is the biggest week. There's so much happening. So I'm just gonna Venus squaring Jupiter on the 22nd. Another breakthrough moment. We've already had a couple of these. Like, these are great. Okay, so now I love this. It's just making you wiser. Okay, I also want you to treat yourself on this day, because this is, it's a time to do it. Mars is moving on the 23rd. We officially move into Virgo season. Okay, so the sun moves into Virgo, and then Mercury goes retrograde on this day. We're gonna talk about that more in the weekly. Just, try not to sign contracts around this time up until September 15th. If you can. Okay, again, we're going to talk more about this in the weekly. There are a lot of positive things with Mercury retrograde. All right, a lot of people, yeah, sure, you may, miss an email, or your flight might be delayed, and there may be some miscommunication, but there are a lot of positive aspects with Mercury retrograde. This one just may be really strong, okay, because Mercury's going retrograde in Virgo. Okay, that is Mercury is the ruling planet for Virgo, so it's he's really at home. Okay, Mercury's really at home right now, being retrograde, and just yeah, like mowing his lawn with his shirt off type. Okay, so now on the 24th, Mars is trining Pluto. This is major, Scorpio. This is major for you. Okay, Mars, your traditional ruler, Pluto, your ruler, trining. That's a supportive. It's like it's such a supportive. I wouldn't even say supportive. It's bigger than that. It's like, think about, one of those viral videos where someone hasn't seen someone for a really long time, and they reunite, and it's like that hug that is so like it brings you tears. Like, this is really, it's such a empowering day, personal empowerment. Now, on the 27th, Mars is moving into Libra. It's that's gonna be a whole other thing we're gonna talk about. So it's finally leaving Virgo, and that's gonna be a thing. Okay, but we'll talk about that during that week. Now, on the 30th, we do have that full moon in Pisces. It is going to be interesting. Let's keep it at that. It's going to be interesting. It is a blue moon, but listen, like, we'll talk about that when the time comes. But again, this is just a loaded week. There's a lot happening the last week of August, okay? And remember, and I didn't even say Uranus goes retrograde on the 28th, okay? So literally the entire solar system is basically sleeping at this point. But, or not sleeping, but napping. All right, they need their beauty naps. So and the only one that isn't is Jupiter, but Jupiter will go retrograde in September. So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the last week of August. Okay, you see that you got two knights here. I mean, you got the World, Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords. The last week of August. Did you see that movie Catch Me If You Can? It's kind of like that. It's like nothing will stop you now. Like, you're going after your passions. You are finally moving out of this headspace. If you do, because remember, free will. Some of y'all it may not even have any fear at all. It's just you just trusting your intuition. It's you saying, like, there could be a moment where it's like something is like it's like you know what it is? It's those horror movies. It's like, you know, when it's that character that's like, you know, you shouldn't be investigating that noise outside, right? That's what this is. Some Scorpios, you're gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that, and then you're gonna go back to like binging The Witcher. All right, but some people are gonna be like, oh, okay, what's you know, like, I'm gonna do this, and it's the scariest thing, and you know, it's not. But anyway, and I only say that because you got the Five of Pentacles in here, and then Death, and the third card in your staff. But you're moving. It's like boom, boom, boom. Remember, swords are the mental suit, so it's like your mind is on fire. You're ready to go. Nothing can stop you now. Catch me if you can. You're good. And I know that some people are probably going to say, well, didn't that person get caught in that movie? So I'm just talking about the first 10 minutes of the movie, okay? Of Catch Me If You Can. I actually didn't even see the movie, so I don't even know why I'm using that as a reference. But what I'm going to point out to you, which makes this even more significant than you would believe. I'm going to show you something here. So you see, remember, you got the world. Now, I said this is referring to the Fool. All right? We're going way back. We're at the beginning of the cycle, the Fool's journey. We're kicking it off with the Fool's journey. I want you to look at this knight. Look at what is coming out of his helmet. It is a feather. We call it the feather of truth, or it's just the red feather, if you want to just call it the red feather, that the Fool wears. Okay? That the Fool wears. You got it in the Death card. And you got it in the Sun. I'm just saying, your life is changing in August. Your life, you've been going through a big change. You got all the cards. By the way, these are literally the only cards where that red feather that the Fool wears, these are the only cards they appear. Okay? It's all referring back to the Fool. I mean, you're going on this new journey. It's clear as day. This is the most significant. This has never happened in any of my readings. And if you really want to go there, you want to go there, Scorpio? Let's go there. It depends on some factors. I don't consider it, but some do. I'm at that point where I'm just like, okay, maybe half. I'm 50% there. But a lot of people also say the Page of Wands. It's not a true, like, you see how all these are the feathers long, like really long, okay? And his is a little bit short. It's still a feather of truth. But if you want, so the fact that you got all of them that are even actual and even considered, referring back to the Fool. And the 0 referring back to the Fool. You know what, Scorpio? I literally, like, this is your most significant, this is a very rare reading. Like, this has never happened. And it's one of those exciting moments for me, because it's just like, Like, I've never had this happen before, where you've gotten all the cards with a feather of truth, okay? I mean, you didn't get the Fool, but they're all referring to the Fool, and even the 0 here referring to the Fool. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. So yeah, this is going to be a very rare, auspicious, one-of-a-kind month for you. Scorpio, I let me look at the time. Oh my. Ugh. Okay, so anyway, Scorpio, thanks so much for tuning in. You're gonna have an amazing month. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I did not mean to go an hour long. Gosh, and if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. You are amazing. You know I love you. So thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Okay, bye bye.